the condo I just sold this week next door.
Yeah.
The guy buys the condo. It's like a firm deal. Got to bring me my deposit. The agent calls me up and he goes, "Oh, my guy wants to back out of the deal." I said, "What do you mean he wants to back out of the deal? It's a firm deal." You know, my client in this particular case is a lawyer. And I said, "Well, my client's a lawyer." I said, "I don't think that's the person that you want to be backing out of a firm contract with, right?" And explained to him all the consequences. Yeah. And so, you know, he brought me the deposit. But he says the reason why he wanted to back out is because he found out right next door they were building a building that was being built by Create TO. And on Create TO's website, it says like, you know, who's going to be there? Affordable and institutional and all this kind of stuff. I said, "Are you kidding me?"
We got this mayor of Wilmot or something like that. Wilmot, which is outside of Kitchener. Okay. Like you don't even know that. Ever hear of Wilmot?
Oh, yeah.
You probably have.
No, of course not. Sure, I know, but she's not getting paid that much money in Wilmot.
What's the difference? She's the fucking mayor, man. She can't even afford to live in her parents' basement.
She needs another job to be the mayor of Wilmot.
Oh, you need another job to be the mayor. So why don't they absorb Wilmot into Kitchener or something?
Right? Like
Wilmot, what the fuck is going on?
They're like
here?
8 people and they're going, "Hey, listen, we really should have a mayor because we want to make our own decisions here. We don't want Kitchener making decisions for us. Can we pay the mayor? No, we can't really pay the mayor. We don't really collect any revenue from anybody."
50% of the town over COVID tripled in price. They had 4 sales. She was looking at one of the houses like,
she wanted to buy.
I'm going to pay $250 for this in 6 months, and boom! Next thing you know, somebody's buying it for $750.
Yeah,
and the mayor is priced out
in her own town.
No, but this is crazy. Like wages and prices are so far out of whack right now. And we're just flooding the market with more people that need wages. Yeah. So what happens to wages now? Oh, and don't forget, automation and AI is wiping out jobs all over the place. Pretend like it's not happening. I don't care. But like people are getting wiped out, like disintegrated, literally, if you're in Maui, but like people are getting wiped out
too soon
all over the place right now. And it's like, there's no need for this. There is no need. Why? Why can't we just like, okay, we got like all these people, they're lining up for security jobs. They'll do anything. Okay. They'll do anything. We need construction, but we're laying off construction workers because builders won't build. But like, okay, forget about roads because there's enough road work going on, but we must need something. Like the city must need some giant infrastructure projects that don't necessarily cause more traffic. Like, I don't know, building a whole ton of houses for people to live in, maybe.
Well, look at all the projects that are underway right now. I mean, they've got, obviously they're talking about like social housing projects coming from office spaces and all that. But then you have the Create TO. So the condo I just sold this week next door, the guy buys the condo. It's like a firm deal. Got to bring me my deposit. The agent calls me up and goes, "Oh, my guy wants to back out of the deal." I said, "What do you mean he wants to back out of the deal? It's a firm deal." You know, my client in this particular case is a lawyer. And I said, "Well, my client's a lawyer." I said, "I don't think that's the person that you want to be backing out of a firm contract with, right?" And explained to him all the consequences. Yeah. And so, you know, he brought me the deposit. But he says the reason why he wanted to back out is because he found out right next door they were building a building that was being built by Create TO. And on Create TO's website, it says like, you know, who's going to be there? Affordable and institutional and all this kind of stuff. I said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "Do you know what an affordable rate is downtown Toronto and Fort York? Do you know what? It's going to be a $2,500 freaking 1+ den. That's what they're going to call as an affordable unit." I said, "Who do you think can afford something like that? Like, you're not going to have homeless people living in there, right? It's a brand new building. It's just going to be set. What they do is they just set rates and they make sure that the rates in the building, you know, maintain a certain level below market."
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I'm like the affordable rental replacement housing like guru now. Holy cow, what a crash course I've had.
Yeah,
I thought I knew some before, but this is like.
But even on that like city side, right? When you've got this, you know, municipal government project, which took years for them to ever really even come to fruition. I mean, they've been talking about it forever. But as far as actually creating housing, I mean, wolf. I'd like to see this building complete. You know, once I see the building finished, then I'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, they've actually done it." But right now, all it is
how many units? Like, come on, we're not making dents and we're burning people out of their homes. Like, we need more than we even did last week. right? People are getting displaced all over the world.
What type of feedback did you get from the Green Belt video last week? Like I sent you some pretty good feedback. Anybody else talk to you about it?
I don't know. Like I've been very busy in my own world this week with moving the project along. And I don't know. I mean, I'm in the comments. So the comments were basically I think, you know, some people thought that maybe Gundobad needed a bit more education.
I think Gundobad's a really, you know, genuine environmentalist. And I think he really does care about the environment. And that guy will attach himself to whatever cause he can get to because he does really care about the environment. I mean that.
Sure.
I'm not saying like he's got any negative intentions. If he thinks that it's going to protect the environment, whether it creates housing or not, or there's a, you know, conspiracy surrounding it or not, he's all for it, you know, and that's his thing, right? So that's why he was.
The bigger story is that like you do something that is shady, fine. You get caught for doing something shady, fine. Nothing happens to you when you do something shady, not so fine. But we're all just sitting here going, oh, like we can't pay our mortgage, right? Because like we got bigger fish to fry than the Greenbelt even, because we don't know if aliens are dropping nukes on us, right? Next, or if our mortgage is gonna
or there's gonna be a fire
be paid, or we may have to light our own fires, right?
Right. Yeah.
But look, you've got 50-year amortizations that are normal now. Okay, this is not good for society.
It's not normal. It's interest, midterm financing. It's not normal. It's not somebody going to get a mortgage at the time of refinancing or purchase.
Wait. It is in 6 months. It is. This is the primer. Get used to it. Not a 50-year AMs and interest-only loans are a thing at a theater near you. So come next year for sure.
No, Aussie's been very vocal about, you know, what they're doing. They're even, I forget the name of it, but they're even, you know, right now, because I was talking to someone about the line of credits, you could only have a line of credit registered up to 65% loan to value now. So before it used to be 80, like they're really dialing back down the Canadian banking system's regulations to be able to ensure that people don't have their homes over leveraged. The stress test is still here. There's no indications that they're going to take that away.
You're going to qualify at 19% now,
right?
That worked before. I mean, the stress test was really helpful on the last round of pain. Like that
worked. Look, at the end of the day, like they're protecting the banking system. The issue was from 2008 when we continued to keep interest rates a lot lower. We continued to pump the market when we didn't really need it. There's a huge issue in the States with their banking system. There wasn't an issue with our banking system at the time, right?
Oh shit, there wasn't. We just pretended there wasn't.
There wasn't. And the effects were minimal, and they overreacted because there was, you know, job market stuff and there was other economical stuff. There's a lot of fear in the market for a brief period of time. And then so they overinflated the market since then. And OSFI, in my opinion, should have done things a long time ago to be able to you know, curtail that. Awesome. Unfortunately, now we're here where we are. Yeah.
What about TIF? What about the Bank of Canada? You don't think they should?
Well, that's another thing, but they're a whole separate entity. They got their own agenda for the economy. But OSFI is here to protect the banks, because now the banks are exposed. That's why they're doing all these things. The banks are over leveraged right now.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.